this is Arc Matter here. I'm back. The Trio 10-inch .1 is back with Jelly Bean 4.1. I hope it gets an update for the full Jelly Bean. I got a chance to play around with the Trio a little bit more. I'm sorry I haven't done a sooner video, but I do work during the week, and I like to do my videos on the weekend when I have time to, because I don't like just throwing myself into it. But I've been getting so many emails and comments on the page that I thought, well, I'm not going to be rude and not answer some of the stuff. But here it is, the Trio. I managed to add a few things on it. I did the Antutu Benchmark on it, and I'll show you what the score was on that. And it got 12,344, so I guess that isn't too bad. It's saying good. It's saying bad device, try harder. But I'm telling you what right now, if you pick this up for $99 on Cyber Week, or you picked it up on Black Thursday, Friday, you got a really good deal. This tablet for the size and for $99 was a good buy. I don't think it's a good buy for $169. I'm sorry, Trio, if you hear me say that, but I think $169 is a little high. Maybe come down some. $99 for a tablet this size for anybody to do non-productive work. Would this be good for office work? No, I don't think so. Is it good for home leisure stuff? Yeah, I think this is a perfect tablet. Don't get on my video and then give me a thumbs down on what I'm talking about, because this is my opinion. You can form your own thing. I'm not going to beg. Don't give me a thumbs down just because I'm talking about the tablet and you just think, well, I don't like it, so I'm going to thumb down. I like a lot of videos I see. I don't thumbs down anybody because I get upset with them, but I don't want to get a rant on that. But anyhow, here's what it scored on Antutu Benchmark. I want to show that real quick. I added a few games to try out, but I'll get to that in a second. Somebody asked me, I am getting a little bit of Wi-Fi, so apparently the Wi-Fi is pretty good on this, because most of my tablets do not pick the Wi-Fi. Let me say that again. It does not pick up the Wi-Fi well back here. But this one is picking it up, I think, good enough for me to try Google Speech, which I will try because somebody asked me about it. So I'll try that. And then somebody asked me about the camera. It has a front camera and a back camera. At this time, since I was trying to hurry up and get some of this stuff done, I didn't go over. I think the front camera is, I think the back camera is 5 megapixels and the front is 3. I think. Don't quote me on that, okay? I'm sure Antutu has it on there what the cameras are. I can go back and check that once I get done. Maybe if I have enough. So anyhow, I want to see if Google Speak is going to work on this for sure, but I'm almost sure it will. It took me to the Trio homepage to show me if there was anything I wanted to get off their page. Google Arc Matter. Okay. I said Google when it was Google, so it went to Google. But it shows that it works. So, here, we'll try it again. Google space. Okay, anyhow. I should stop saying Google. That's my problem. Is can just get space. And here we go. And now it's showing up space stuff. Durr. I'm really smart, ain't I? Durr, durr, durr. Well, anyhow, Star Trek. Okay, left out the. I spelled it wrong. Fix it. Well, anyhow, you can see that the Google Talk Speak works well. It's just that I can't speak clearly enough. Well, anyhow, let's go back home and we'll test the camera. So I'm going to move it away from the camera for a minute to make sure I know it's on the right setting for which one I want to use. So apparently it's this way. Alright, here I'm coming back. Alright, here's the camera on the back. Alright. My little Android buddies. Hold still, guys. So anyhow, and it does have a front camera, but I'm not going to use it. But you can see it's got to be at least 5 megapixels. But I'll check on the Antutu for benchmark on that. But I'll show the picture. Alright, there's the picture I took, and I can expand on it, and there it is. There's the Android, guys. Not too bad. Just, you know, I would say just as fairly as good as what the Trio 4.3 was. Maybe a little bit better, because I'm sure it's a little bit better pixel camera. So I'll go on that, and there's the camera. And it does front-facing, back camera. Your speaker over here for the sound. Now, another thing I wanted to clarify that people were asking me about, which I'm sure quite a few people figured out the Trio, some of the specs already. This is 16 gig internal. So, adding an SD card will, you can add 16 to 16, 16 to 2, whatever, times that 1632, then that's your total capacity. You'd have 16 on board internal, and then you'd have 32, 16, 4, 2, 8 on your SD, which is great. Which I always say in all my videos, make sure you do get yourself an SD card. I don't care what size it is. I know a lot of people like me, sometimes you won't have money. But get something that you know, 4 gigs is cool. That's good. So you can push some of your apps off of the tablet onto there, or, you know, if you're wanting to do little pictures and stuff, that'll save storage too. This is not, excuse me, this is not HDMI. There's no HDMI port. Let's see. I'm trying to think what the other question was. I'm gonna go to the. Let's see. It tells me what my camera pixels are. So, let's see here. We already know it's got the ARMS processor in it. I'm trying to see. Okay, rear camera is 1.9 megapixel. Front camera is the 3.0 megapixel camera. 0.3, excuse me. So the one on the back is a little stronger than the one on the front. So it's pretty equal, or to the 4.3. I think the 4.3 one's got a little bit better. But anyhow, I'm going to have to move along a little quicker because this thing does, since I didn't get a full charge and it's going through the battery pretty fast, and I wanted to show a couple games. So, this one I got, one of my friends wanted me to, was actually favored it, so it's Zombies Chasing. So I'll let it load here, and I think it's going to load. I'm going to turn it. There it goes. Now it's loading. Okay. Yes, lots and lots of malware. No, thank you. Alright. Okay, hopefully I can see what's going to jump. Whoops. Okay, I'm noticing a little bit of glitchiness. Thank you for jumping it for me. I never said I was good at games, okay? Yeah, I'm just showing it. Well, anyhow, let's go home and see. Let's try another game here. Of course, I just did Plants vs. Zombies on the other video, but we'll put it on here too. Okay. Try again. Alright, apparently that's not going to work. Alright, none of the games want to come up now. That might be a parse issue problem. It could be that maybe some other games are running in the background. Not sure. That's not a good thing though, so might need more battery too, which since I'm running low on a charge. But I did get the one game to come up, so you can see it's playing games. But like I said, I'm down to about 28%. It might not like that. So anyhow, I wish I had more to show you, but I don't. This is an update that I wanted to do to get a few of the questions out of the way. It does charge by USB. One thing I want to state real clear, I had to charge it by the pin charger for a little bit. Once I took it off that, went to my USB to charge it, and USB charged it just fine. Micro USB I was using my laptop, it was charging just fine. It's a very slow trickle charge, so the actual pin charger is most probably going to be a little faster because it has to do that on your laptop or your computer so you don't fry anything. But it was charging. I did manage to get this amount in it. I think it was about 30% before I pulled it to test it and put a few games on it. But I haven't tried out any. One of my other favorite things to try is movies and stuff to make sure that they play clearly, and Netflix is another one I like to try right away. YouTube got an update which hopefully will fix some of the problems people were having with us, because they're saying the videos were kind of jerky. But getting some errors on it right now, so it's most probably has to do with the battery, since it's pretty weak, and I don't have good Wi-Fi back here either. So that and the other game might be running in the background yet, since I didn't get everything shut down correctly, because I was just trying to get through to make another video and get it straightened out. But that was the other thing I wanted to clarify too, was the how to charge it correctly. At least I had to do it this way. I had to use the pin and then switch to USB micro to the desktop, laptop, or whatever, and it started charging just fine. Hopefully by the weekend I'll have a full charge in it and I can do some more testing and show some more stuff. So this is Arc Matter with the Trio G2 Stealth Elite 10.1 dual core tablet, 16 gigs on board, gig of RAM. Thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe.